Today we're taking the lowly asparagus and turning it into a side dish that is so easy and so delicious. You're going to want to make it all the time. So let's make some Parmesan roasted asparagus. This Parmesan roasted asparagus side dish is one of the easiest vegetable dishes you can make. It takes just a minute or two to prepare, a very short time to cook in your oven. It looks impressive and it tastes delicious. So to start, take your clean asparagus, and I like to trim off the ends of it. You can break your asparagus, and where it breaks is where the tender spot starts, or you can just cut. And generally I just cut because I like it to be nice and even looking, just like that. Then, there you go, that's the hard part. Take your sheet pan, and do use a sheet pan because you want to spread out your asparagus. I've covered my sheet pan in aluminum foil, making this even easier and in the cleanup department. So I encourage you to do that. Spread your asparagus out in a single layer. Drizzle with olive oil. Sprinkle with kosher salt. Be generous with your salt. Grate black pepper, fresh black pepper over it. And then I like to take my fingers and just toss my asparagus around a little bit to make sure that it's all coated. I want it to be all delicious looking as you put it into your 425 degree preheated oven. You want a nice hot oven. It's going to take about 10 minutes until we're ready for the Parmesan step. So let's pop this into the oven. It's a little hard to tell you exactly when to take your asparagus out of the oven for this first phase because it depends on the size of your asparagus stalks. These have been in the oven for 7 minutes. They look right. You can see that they are starting to shrivel a bit in the sense that you can see that the outside has been cooked by the oil. Now, all you need to do is to take some shredded Parmesan cheese. You can shred it yourself or even buy the kind that is pre-shredded. In this case, I'm using pre-shredded because that's what I have on hand. Sprinkle it generously over the asparagus. That looks like enough. And I'm going to return it to the oven, still at 425 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'm going to let that cook for another 2 to 3 minutes until the Parmesan starts to melt and get a little brown and a little bubbly and oh, deliciousness. So here we are with the finished product. You can see that the Parmesan cheese has melted over the asparagus stalks. They are tender when pierced with a fork, ready to serve. All in all, it took about 10 minutes to cook this side dish. Took 30 seconds to prep it. Very quick, very easy. Make some Parmesan roasted asparagus for your next meal.